Greetings all the buddies, Moon here, and welcome back to another episode of Stuff. Welcome to SCARLET HOLLOW, a very interesting story-based game. There's going to be a lot of narration in this game. If you'd like to play this for yourself, it is on Steam. The first episode is for free, every other episode is paid, so feel free to check it out. This is going to be a lot of me reading the story to you, but I do hope you guys enjoy this one. Also, as a forewarning, because it is a lot of reading and different characters, my voice may change, and so may the accent, to match some characters. Not sure what they're going to be, but let's just see how this goes. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you stay for the full length of this one. So let's go, shall we? Also, another one, this is a bit of a horror game as well, so I've been told. What is your name? We all know my name. Whoops. It is Moon. Oh, for crying out loud. Why? I'm making up shit. What's this? Oh. I'm a woman. Oh. Traits unlock additional positive dialogue options, okay? I'm not that. Definitely not. I may have read quite a few books in my life, but I'm not smart. I'm not extremely observant. I do pick up on vibes and understand others' perspectives, but I'm not observant, so no, definitely not. Why is that noise here in my space? The frick! I am very strange and I'm very unusual, yes. This is something I've always wished I could do. Legit. It would be so awesome. Be able to talk to my cats and have a full-blown conversation of their day. We'll go with these two, it's fine. Let's get started. Oh! We just got plunged into something. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the night. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Perlaine Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seem like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Mystical, but it is also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. The threads of fate have been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made. It was simply destiny. So when your cousin called, there should be a comma. You knew what had to be done. And now the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying, comment down below if you guys don't think this dude looks like an owl. Look at those eyes, they're so wide. The mouth is shaped like a beak. He's an owl. He must have been an owl in his past life. Look at that face. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure if he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, what? That would be my response. be rude and say, why are you talking to me? Let's just humor him a bit. I knew you'd get me. You and me, we're kindred spirits. I can feel it. No, we're not. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbour, all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just want to kill somebody? I never feel that way, no. I feel that way all the time. I'll just go with this one. I have never wanted to kill anyone. You're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York after she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her? Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. Okay, maybe over text, just a little, but fatherhood is scary. Plus her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mama doesn't like me so much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful and awkward. She'll understand, she's chill. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I've been called back to my ancestral home. My mother fled from her destiny there many years ago, but now that both her and her sister have departed from this world, I can feel it calling me back. Look at her face. The young man anxiously shifts in his seat. For one perceptible moment, it's his turn to feel uncomfortable before he catches himself and heartily laughs. Oh, you must be talking about SCARLET HOLLOW, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in the mountains. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, you must be headed up that way. Almost nobody ever goes there. I'm usually alone on the bus by now, though actually I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a bus station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Not gonna lie, I've had those before. They are actually quite nice. Nice. I love boiled peanuts. Glad they're going to a good home. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Finally, Mr. Talks-a-Lot is gone. And just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Not in your wildest dreams, buddy. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels I can't pronounce that. I'm a person of very little brain and big words bother me. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives it on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Wait, fuck. Who are you? Hey, man. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. Oh, fudge, you're my cousin? Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Lucifer, you better not be playing with my paintings or smack your face. Busy rifling in the lounge. No, these are mine. She doesn't look like she needs a hug either. Giving her your condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. And with that, we are taken off. She looks very sour. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. How are you holding up? Fine. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, alright? Even after I go home. Sure. That's too soon! Too soon, my dude! So the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Need any help planning? If you ever need help with errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that, or had, I guess. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Perlane and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline, a gaping maw intent on consuming itself to oblivion. Look at her face. I only hope we can mend it during our time together here. Great, good for you. No, I'm not saying that. You decide to sit in silence because it is the car eases up the steep onto the road. We're not going there. Ooh, the fuck. Having a better look at this house now, I can see. Make a line go down the middle. This half is perfect. That half looks like it's ready to fall off. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. There probably something happened to make her that myth. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, for sure, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. I second that motion. I triple that motion. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. but only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. It's beautiful! It is. The estate was the prize jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture. Even now, shall we begin our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace the steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. As Tabitha speaks, your eyes are drawn to the windows and the overgrown garden outside. You're suddenly overcome with dread and anxiety, as though this place is a small step away from being swallowed up and vanishing forever. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. I can feel the weight of the world pulling down on this place, as if the entire estate is a step away from crumbling into dust. Okay, geez, I get it. You think it's messy. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week, but you should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always going to be a little grimy and worn, unlike your sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you're going to have a rough time this week. Alright, what's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great! It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? I don't know what language it is, but it looks French. Haru, please translate. Okay, but can I pay you? Ugh, another filthy American sticking their business where it doesn't belong. No, you may not pet me. I would sooner smear myself with sewage than be touched by your filthy ape hands. Ugh, stop wasting my time. Let's finish the tour. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched at the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. I don't want to know what those mystery stains are. I'm not even going to dwell on it. But I see things I should not see. So no. I like this bathroom. Glad you like it. Left toilet seat. Scram, fellas, the chick is up. The bugs speak. Bugs skin from the ball as you lift the seat. A toilet is a toilet, sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. The room smells old, you think. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. I know the feeling. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. An unmistakable spiritual stench coats this room. People have died here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously people have died here. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Okay. Where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Can I come watch? What? No, the mine is dangerous. I can't babysit you and do my job. That's kind of sad. Whatever your thoughts may be on Tabitha's work situation, you decide it's best to keep them to yourself. Is there anything else you'd like to bother me with before I leave, or are we good? Did I do something wrong? Because you seem really fucking miffed. You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was there something I said? Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been an acceptable guest. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. Let Tabitha leave. Just let her go because she wants to go. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door. No, hey, she leaves through the back. Weirdo. And now it's just you and the sprawling, decrepit estate. Nah, go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. Let's go settle into my room, please. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of her journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. Oh, because we came early in the morning. Jeez, okay. You stand at the entrance to your room. Check the closet. Ooh, Dolly! You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Oh, she's pretty. Of course, you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. She ain't creepy unless she decides to turn into Annabelle. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Bye! You close the closet behind you. Good choice. Look out the window. Oh, look at that garden. It's ominous and terrifying. Look at the shadows. Who knows what's creeping in there? You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries. How did I read that right? And do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that, just not right now. Examine the painting on the wall. This must be an old relative of yours. Look at that face, she looks terrifying. She looks like Tabitha. Very old. Judging by the dates on the inscription, you've never heard of her. But you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. I put my dress. Ooh! Hello, possum! Scary boy. You drag the suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within it. It is quiet but angry. Afraid. Friend, I know hurt. Oh, look at her face. He's so cute. Afraid. Oh, what's your name, little guy? I'm Moon. Dustin. I have an opossum friend named Dustin. So cute. What are you doing in my drawers? Warm, dark. Fashion your clothes into a nest. Oh yeah, for sure. You poor thing, you look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. He's so freaking cute. I want to possum as a pet now. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. I'm not going to take a nap, not just yet. Nap time's for nighttime. It's the morning. We got to explore. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Yeah, PB&J does sound great right now. You haven't had anything to eat all day. Your only thing's louder than your stomach right now, the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. Not much in here to do. I mean, there's dishes in the sink. Yeah, it's fine. Not gonna lie, I do like the shape of that sink. Miss Muffet's over there. Oh yeah, that. But all you have to do is just rearrange the flowers to maybe behind Frau. Take all those, whatever those things are, and just wipe that clean. You sorted. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Search the fridge. I'm not speaking to Miss Muffet over there. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Jenny, stay out!" in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." She responded. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. I'm not touching the takeout. I'm not touching the... I came here for jelly. We are making peanut butter and jelly. We are not making anything else. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. No, close the fridge! We're not doing anything else in case we get shut on. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Search the pantry. Just been in the fridge. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, those boxes of mac and cheese. Oh, there we go. It says so. Anyway, that's a lot of mac and cheese. Oh, check all those bottles of peanut butter. That's like a dream come true. Look at that bread. I'm pretty sure that bread has been there for so long it is moldy. Oh, a dead mouse. That's unsanitary. Now, if Lucifer was there, he would have eaten that thing. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Take the bread, please. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great! One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Take the peanut butter. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Oh, gross. Now every time I look at peanut butter, that's all I'm going to think of. Is that I'm eating cockroaches. Ooh. I suppose good for protein as long as I don't see it. The only things you need now are a plate and a knife. Close the pantry, please. We're going to search for 2 more items. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. No, I'm not talking to Frau. She pissed me off. But being snooty. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Why am I grabbing a bowl? I'm not going to. I'm not touching anything else. You close the closet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Whatever, I'm dying to. Fry hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Do you like living here? I despise small talk. Back away slowly. It's good to see that you finally learned your place. Shut up your face. Frau's eyes remained fixed on you with palpable disdain. I hate you too, woman. Look at that face. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. Look at that marvelous piece of work. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. I'm done here. You've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? I suppose I can explore. Let me explore the kitchen. For the time being, you decide to continue exploring the kitchen. Maybe there's something else you can snack on too. Check out the garden. Oh. Very windy, very laggy. Unless it's supposed to be like that. I don't even know. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Explore the garden. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Ooh, I wonder what's up there. Return to the kitchen. You head back inside and close the door behind you. Smart move. I know we're done here. Yep, we're done here. I'm curious. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going to the forbidden wings of the estate. Oh, you immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by locks and chains. Might as well head to town. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do. You drop your bags off in your room and head out to explore the town. If you'd... Oh, achievement unlocked. Urban Explorer. Woo, I got an achievement. Not sure what they're actually meant for. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate clean between the two of you and bury some of the tension. I may have mixed up those words, but it's fine, you know exactly what I mean. Maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. It is. Look at that beautiful scenery. I love those mountains. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it back to town. The Hollow is that, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has a feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh! A puppy! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Why, I do declare, who is the stranger, and why does she smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Moon. My, oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Moon. That's funny. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the hollow. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Hi, I'm Moon. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. She's in conflict with herself. Whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha. I hope you mean that metaphorically. To tell you the truth, she's always been a little rough around the edges, but most people don't really catch on to that. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible cat. Oh wait, that's Gretchen. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frau. How does that monster fare? Tabitha's cat? Unfortunately, I meant Frau. She's so condescending. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Alas, you have discovered my dark, terrible secret. I can talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silence. Awkward. Silent, awkward eye contact. Frick, I can't read. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw a breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Follow her for the Bucky. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. I have a funny feeling about this next step. I knew it! All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. That'll make you creepy. Just quietly slide into the nearest booth. You slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like you'd just been seeing Bigfoot. Like they'd just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know that you're here, what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of especially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Oh, shucks, thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. You can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box and anything. Oh! Anything for you? I'll go with this one. Could I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice for the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyway, the funeral's it's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck a church thing? I hear Sunday, I think church. Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is a coincidence. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. I get that. I'm not of a church-going persuasion myself. Same for me. Whatever feeling some folks get in church, I think that must be the feeling I get when I look up at the sky on a night hike. That feeling of peace and wholeness. But that's not to say we're a town of heathens or anything like that. There are plenty of God-fearing folks around. They just aren't fans of the church. Can't imagine why. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. Why is he a freaky-deaky monkey? There's just something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. Unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for her full schedule. That's really sweet of you, but you're right. Then I'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, and I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Look how beautiful that ginormous biscuit is. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. Willie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. You didn't have to do that. It looks great. No worries, hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. I love that description. It's the best. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Look more like a little muffin or a cake. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Really? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know, I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, man. It's amazing. You choose to ignore Avery mentioning your name before you'd been introduced. It's a small town. Word probably gets around. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but, you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara, but that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its sting from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone. I'm going to humor the thing. You decide to share Gretchen's insight with Stella and Avery. Gretchen seems to think it's a mountain lion. Ha ha, very funny. You might have gotten me earlier, but I'm on to you. You're not going to trick me into thinking you can talk to my dog. As for your theory, no way, it is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions in this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in a river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body was too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries were missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts, and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait! No spoilers! Oof, sorry, Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. What's a skunk ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with a dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. Absolutely! I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Dang, that sounds like a conversation was one-sided. Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past. Gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about. Really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him come along. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a generous tip! Definitely. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Ah, that's awesome of you. Everyone will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. Oh, look how pretty. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel a sense of foreboding. More alive than you've been in years. Strangely calm, tense and settled. Yeah. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star in my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kinda lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turn into animals, but werewolf lore lines are pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. Whatever works best for you, my dear. So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. We're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. You've got to meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. Let's move on. I don't want to explore too much. Otherwise we'll be here all night. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunkhead. Sorry, I asked. Oh yeah, that face palm there. And who's this you suck it into coming with you? Wait a tick, you aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the Hollow. My condolences, I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. Keep your peanuts to yourself. You once again remember the dripping bag of boiled peanuts you have on your person, and briefly consider offering them to Duke before realizing that it would probably be more of an insult than anything else. You keep them hidden away. Now both of you all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and wouldn't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the most sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You seen anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods that night, yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. I'm so sorry to hear that. But wonder if Skunkhead has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk cape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. It's true, there are mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. I can't believe you got out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of rare far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, a sinking feeling starts to pull at your stomach, as if the 4 of you were inexorably creeping towards something terrible. I don't think it's going well for you. How would you know? I go hunting in these woods all the time. Night, day, opossums, bears, it don't make a difference. Even a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now, going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods, some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? Besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big old all-you-can-eat sign on it, if I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. As Duke and Stella dig their feet in, the sinking feeling in your gut gains form and clarity. Somebody here is going to die tonight. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. One of us is going to die tonight, I can feel it. Now what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to threaten me? I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. A weird, bad feeling. Whoa, are you psychic or something? Signs point to yes. Oh, what am I thinking right now? Ah, hush, you ain't psychic. You're just trying to unsettle me, so I let you all go off in the woods to film your little video. Moon, I think you've freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. I am not freaked out by your friend's theatrics, but if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a little trail that'll let us get around him. Yes, I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt. Never. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good spot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Fabulous! Let's do this! Ahem! As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Moon, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southern east edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellas. Lucifer, what are you meowing about? You gotta catch a mouse, you come back, you meow. And keep thinking, Gretches. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? Though you and Stella are back on your own, the unsettling feeling that settled in your gut earlier still remains. There's something wrong in these woods, though what it is still eludes you. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressive, dark. You don't happen to be stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? No, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. Dang, I thought we might have stumbled across this trail. Oh well, I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel A-okay. Oh! Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. What was that? No need to panic. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us. Let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Ah! A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. What the frick is that? The poor deer. Pain, rot, decay. Dear, let me at him. How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space? Let me at him. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle, dear. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? I think that deer was threatening us, or warning us. I think it was just sick. That thing on his face, I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Welp, that got my heart rate up. I'm so ready for the hunt. Save for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up? Then we get right into the night's activities. I've got all the best trail snacks. Ooh, she does too. As you settle down, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Take the trail mix, extra M&Ms, those are always nice. Take a snack bar, which is one of those. Take the dried apricots, which is that. Take the sesame sticks. No, wait, that's the sesame sticks. Oh no, that's the sesame sticks. I want the trail mix. It's got extra M&Ms. Ooh, delicious. Classic choice, never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. And I use dried cherries instead of raisins. Maybe it's a bit of a controversial pick, but even as someone who's passionate about dried fruit, I simply cannot abide raisins. Yes, finally someone who gets it. Raisins are glorified mouse droppings that destroy everything they touch. Definitely. Any other dried fruit is better. Glad to finally meet a fellow preserved fruit connoisseur who can appreciate my refined taste in trail mix. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Seoul. Oh yeah, I forgot, I live there. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Moon. I live in a closet with a house with 10 roommates. I live in a doorless basement that floods whenever it rains. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. No. I do, however, live alone. But I don't have a dingy studio apartment, unfortunately. And I do love it. It's a little cramped, the lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up, because the lady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, but it's mine. I mean, technically, I guess it's the landlady's, but I don't have to share it with anybody. It's a mess, but it's my mess. True story! It's my mess. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, that's a great way to look at things. I can't imagine what it'd be like to share your place with people you don't know. Speaking of, it's gotta be wild staying with Tabby for both of you. So, what do you do for a living? I build programmatic ads for a company no one's ever heard of. I sell arts and crafts on Etsy. I would love to sell art, but I don't know. No, I'm not a streamer yet. None of these things! I'll just go with this. Oh, no way. A fellow content creator, that's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common, man. What sort of streams do you do? I play video games. I don't stream yet, okay? That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I'm doing for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your little situation? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandmother grandfather built that house, and he must have done a good job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the Hollow's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh jeez, I'm so sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. She said they're not around anymore, which means they're dead. Poor woman. And I've done my morning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet, and interesting too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail or something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't have much growing up, so he learned how to hunt and trap, and got damn good at it. He always made sure I had food, and then I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing, if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was a local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. She was as smart as a whip and strong to boot. Turns out pulling calves out of 1,600-pound cows all day is a great way to build muscle. But she was gentle too. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what else to say. I'm just so sorry. That's okay. I know it's weird, especially since we just met today. What? Whoa. My stars, what was that? That sound wasn't meant for human ears. You think that sounded abnormal? Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen, but the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. Stella immediately packs up her bag and slings it over her shoulder. There's something terrible out there, Stella. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out. Rightio, Captain. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close, Moon. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Pain! It's all pain. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Oh! I saw tootsies! White tootsies, nogal. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you! You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Uh-oh! Stella, Stella, my darling companion, are you alright? Oof. Roblox. Oof indeed. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh jeez, it's still alive! Investigate the chicken. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. Lucifer, what are you doing? Oh, you want to cuddle? Okay. Not on me! Thank you for moving next to me. I would never. Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You can say that again. What the frick? You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Explore the head. Why am I alive? Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Examine the wing. Looks like this is what Stella slipped on. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. Examine the growth. Good Lord. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut. The growth is pulsing beneath. Egg sac? Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that? I hear whispers. There's something out there, all around us. I can smell it. There are so many of them. What in Sam Hill are you two doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good Lord. Did y'all see what did this to her? No, but I'm pretty sure we can hear them. Oh, we didn't see whatever did this to your bird, but I think we can hear them right now. Don't tell me you're all caught up in Stella's nonsense. Duke, I'm so sorry. We were on the trail when we found her. Like this. Put that camera away, for goodness sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear what Moon said? I think they're coming closer. You stay away from my Stella, you mongrels. Come out, you sons of bitches. You should put that in caps, because he looks like he's yelling. Duke, don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. I can feel that white-hot rage from earlier start to wash over me again. I'm going after them. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Quick, they're coming they're closing in on us. Grab Gretchen. Oi, fuck. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wiggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate in the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it. Oh! That was a split second! What happened? You hear her body hit the ground and then quiet as the chaos fades. And the sounds of nature creep back in. Gretchen? Moon? Duke? Are you alright? I warned you two something terrible was going to happen. Woe is me, a postmodern Cassandra. I guess you did. What happened? What happened? Did I lose myself again? I apologize for being so easily shaken up. I'll do better. Gretchen? Here, I'll take her. My poor little pup. Thanks for watching out for her. Duke, are you okay? Hey, fuck. Uh-oh. Oh my oh my gosh, Duke. Holy shit. What do we do now? What the hell are we supposed to do? We have to go after those things. Isn't this what you've been searching for? Those things out there are real. We should go after them. What happened to Duke? Is something wrong with him? Why won't he get up? Yeah, you're right. We need more footage. Come on, let's go after them before we lose our chance. Lead the way. Looks like Duke managed to tag one of them before he... We should be able to follow their blood trail. Let's go while it's still fresh. Wait, fuck. There's more and more of them creeping out. As you and Stella push through the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Just ignore them. I smell something terribly foul in the air. There's a clearing up ahead. Stella stops in her tracks a few feet ahead of you. Holy shit, I think I'm gonna be sick. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you and Stella stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest and you are surrounded. Look at those growths! What is this terrible place? We need to get out of here. Most of the swellings, all the animals have them here. Or had them. They want us to leave, Stella. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have even seen any of this. Yeah, you're right. We have enough footage. Let's get the hell away from this nest before things get ugly. Just as you follow Stella in a mad dash through the woods, so too do the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest. In the highest branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. We're almost there. As you and Stella reach the main road, the cries of the creatures fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. I certainly can't smell that stench anymore. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha and 13 text messages. Yikes, Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. I guess she must be worried about you. But first things first, let's call the police. Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up on the mountain on the Asgina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. You gotta hurry. Okay, yeah. Are they really gone? Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry, geez, Earl. Who's going to tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. I wear my sunglasses at night. I couldn't resist, that was funny. See, right there. A thing jumps out of the woods, then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could have been a naked man maniac. This dude. As the video reveals the creature's nest, Franklin ever so slightly lowers his sunglasses. Or a whole bunch of naked maniacs. What the heck is that? Some sort of crop circle? They killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now we're going to have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I, please call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Moon. She came into town today for the funeral. Moon? As in... Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn, didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anyway. At this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you... My mouth. We can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left will be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. It gets closer towards later in the night, and my words die. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. I certainly cannot turn down some extra pets and affection, especially after the ordeal we've all been through tonight. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name is. I pee freely. Sure. You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. You'll have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen, and you'll have a lovely evening. If any boogaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. I didn't know what kind of personality to give the old man, but that sounded funny. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. My thoughts exactly. They seemed a little blasé about everything. They sure seemed a little blasé about a man's death. I can't believe they're waiting until the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? I believe that they are well-intentioned, if in over their heads. And what's worse is I think they imply that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. Even the list. The truth will get out. They have to pin it on somebody. The truth will get out. Even if they don't believe that footage, those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. Nor will I, though I have little understanding of police work. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have, and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mum. Her place isn't far. We should head over. We should head over before it gets any later. Lead the way, my dear. No, let's do this. We're gonna carry on, my dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me do it for you. Awesome, let's go. I'm glad you're sticking it out with us. It's always so nice to have an extra companion. I hope she's still awake. There's something foul creeping up behind us. Wait, what? Jeez! Guys! You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Why has he got blood on his shirt? Who is this dude? What is up with that face? Welcome home. Whoever this is, its presence has chilled you to your soul. Never mind my bones, just bypass my bones to my soul, it's fine. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne, I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Moon. Is it okay if we can come in? You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. So blinding and overpowering is her aura that just looking at her feels like staring directly into the sun. Her gaze pierces entirely through you, and in that moment you feel wholly known. And when the moment passes and you see only the woman before you, of course, you're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. I wonder how that tastes. I've never tried that tea before. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. Oh, I love your little nook, my dear. Look, woo! Oh, this is like a dream come true for me. Have all these herbs. I want to get into tea making because that sounds like a heap load of fun. Grow all your little herbs, turn it into tea. Oh, you can make so much relaxing teas. Ah! This place always has the loveliest aromas. Oh wait, this is Gretchen talking. Hang on. I think I lost it. This place always has the loveliest aromas. It's nice to finally meet you, Moon. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the Hollow. And now poor Lena's gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of you. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to worry about him. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classic spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord, have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things are out there. I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Mrs. Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls a memory card out from her sleeve and pops it into her phone. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy. Smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now we can examine the footage for ourselves. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northeast? Within the town limits? Yeah, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger? And louder if you can. I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. Kanika? Are we seeing Kanika? You'd better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than a nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. Look, she got unicorn stickers on her door. What, Mom? Oh, hi, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. Kanika! Is it me? Am I the good potato? I most certainly hope I am. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? I was helping Stella with the video where something terrible happened. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out there. She got curlers in her hair. Like she just don't care. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight, so it's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch this without you. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence flashes over the room, washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? This is far beyond my ability to contribute. I'll leave the thing to you humans. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Moon and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine, really, I'm okay. Remain silent. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau. But Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be much in a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. What happened in the woods, we weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Moon with this tally-po crap. A man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. How can you say that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate before tragedy, where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds a silence. Jeepers, Mom. They've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out, not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. We saw that nest. What were those growths? Sybil is... I have to agree with Sybil. I could clearly hear them telling us that this place is cursed and to get out while we still can. Spooky stuff. Wait, are you serious? I couldn't make out anything. It was just all garbled whispering to me. How interesting. Are you sure you're not just subconsciously rewriting your memories to match my mom's theories? Even if we were to assume for a moment that you and my mom are right, I'd still want to know what they're doing in the woods. Maybe what we're seeing here is some sort of parasitic larva stage, part of the life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions after something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late and I should let Moon get some rest. I ran ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can keep going. I'm still wired from everything that happened. Okay. Maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you call them? That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Oh, peppermint tea. I want to learn to make tea. I'm going to have to start my research soon. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Moon. Bye. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warmer will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. It's quiet and windy outside. She don't look too keen on walking. What an unfortunately short visit. I forgot to get into character for Gretchen. I keep forgetting to read the names. What an unfortunately short visit. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back before Tabitha has a conniption. Are you sure you're heading back up that mountain alone? I'm more terrified of Tabitha. Honestly, I'm more afraid of making Tabitha mad than I am of those things in the woods. Yeah, Tabby can be really intimidating. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. You and Stella exchange numbers. I'll see you tomorrow? Yeah, we're in this together. Here we are. Stay safe, buddy. Good luck, Moon. I forgot to get into character for that. I can't. You begin the long hike back up the Scarlet Estate alone. Continue down the path. Almost home. Continue down the path. You made it! So quick. The light's on. Your salvation is sight. You make a mad dash to the door. Knock. As you raise your arm, the door swings open. Wait, fuck, she don't look pleased. Where the hell have you been? Hi, Tabby! Oh, so you met Stella then. And she's got you all worked up. Ugh, that explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, you don't want to hang out? I would love to just hang out for a little while. Cool down a bit. No, I'm not going to hang out with you. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you settle into your room, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Call her! You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? She sounds a little different, like she's been crying. Did you make it back all right? Yeah, how are you? Are you okay? Totally fine. I mean, as fine as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. She does look sour-faced, don't she? It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. What were those things in the woods? I'm not surprised. Oh. Damn. Not gonna lie, I was kind of getting into that. I think we've just reached the end of the game. Oh, very spooky. And we're about to glitch. I think the graphics are too high. I can't even turn them down. I tried before I started this recording to turn it down. I've tried every option. I cannot find it. We'll just go through this. It's fine. Let's just enjoy the end part. Oh, it's a person. Not gonna lie, those leaves in the corner look like dead rats. Oh, shame. Person's crying. I wonder if that's Stella. It did say that she was crying over the phone because she sounded different. Oh, is that blood on the floor? Who opened the door to my bedroom? I'm joking. Oh, alpacas. Llama llama. Oh, his eyes in the hole. And oh. Oh, that must be the mine. That looks very foreboding. And so does this house. Why is the door opening by itself? That door looks like a face. Oh. Oh! That's a shadow in the, as slow as this is, that's a shadow. Oh. This is the end of episode 1. You can pick up the rest of the game in early access on Steam or itch. Episodes 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3 are out now, and episode 4 is slated for this fall. This was probably ages ago, so it's probably out already. If you'd like to continue with this world slate in episode 2, please save your game now. I'm assuming it would be this one. Yes! Thank you. Save. Save me! Oh, it saves already, okay. Alright, well guys, we've reached the end of the game. No, fuck off. Alright guys, we reached the end of this game. It was actually quite fun. I'm not very good with switching personalities so quickly. That needed multiple people. Oh my gosh, I'm not good with narrations, but hopefully if I do more of these I'll actually get better at it, because yeah, I'm not a very good storyteller, but hopefully I'll actually get better if I do more of these. I haven't got any of the other episodes yet. I have to buy them first, but when I do get the next one I'll be sure to post it up soon. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thank you so much for joining me in this world of uncertainty, strange and funny to say the least. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. I hope you join me for the next one, whatever it may be. I'm not even sure what it will be. But I hope you guys can join me then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for the 5th time for joining, and I hope to see you in the next one. Remember guys, I love you so much. Always be yourselves and stay weird. And for Potato, yes Potato, I know you're watching this, stay gay. Bye.